And that's where we depart from normal relative inquiry and explore the experience of who we are beyond the relative. And that's when we start to look at, where is my value independent of everything? And why I'm sort of slightly pausing is because we're now moving into almost the non-cognitive realm, the non-verbal, the non-conceptual realm, where even the notion of value, my value, it becomes superfluous, because there is a place, there's a lovely quote by Rumi, there's a field beyond right and wrong. Now, I'll meet you there. Similarly, there's a field beyond valuable and valueless, and we need to meet ourselves there. And this third place is just the abiding existence that we are, that just rests and is enough. And it's a concept-less place. So that's why when we say the number one predictor of self-esteem is social comparison, that's for the normal relative sense of self in the world, in a team, in society. But when we hit the place beyond those values to others, we're now in completely unknown territory conceptually. And this is the untouchable ground of being or well-being that I'm talking about, and that I think needs to be in the mental health conversation. Because when we hit this place beyond those relative values, there is an incredible stillness and ease that comes. And if we can find that first and then cultivate the capacity to rest there, and then ultimately for that to spill over into now that's just the default, where I come from. It doesn't stop me then contributing and being part of the team and playing. But when the rise and fall of our shares goes up and down based upon how valuable we might be in terms of our contribution, it makes no difference to that intangible sense of self that's just here, which is not even really a sense of self. It's just this abiding stillness.
Something you have faith in. Like it's something you put faith in, I suppose.
Yes. It's almost a spontaneous faith in oneself, because it's more just the only word I probably at the moment can use is just ease. It's just an ease, which of course is an incredible resource from a mental health place. And I think that's, and we talked about, previous chats about the paradigms and where that's come from. And mindfulness has come from some traditions. It's now mainstream, but it has come from traditions that have looked at the what you might call the awakening to the true nature of a human being. And I think that's it's also been paired with an enlightenment and so on. In a lot of those traditions, if you look kind of deeply, they do highlight the non-conceptual realm. In other words, you might get there through certain techniques or beliefs, but the place that they always promote is where ultimately those have done their job, like this camera.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. I think that was going okay, I think.
Yeah.